Welcome back, everybody. Parallelograms here. So we've got some congruent markings here. Opposite sides are congruent. So let me get a pen. Opposite sides are congruent. That means this short side is equal to this short side, and this long side is congruent to this long side. So in example number 1, if opposite sides are congruent, then 2x plus 9 equals 23. So we can set our equation up. 2x plus 9 equals 23. We subtract the 9 from both sides, bring down the equal sign. 2x, the plus 9 and minus 9 cross out. 23 minus 9 is 14. And then we divide by 2 on both sides, and we get x equals 7. So for this problem, x is going to equal 7. In the next problem, we've got these consecutive angles. So consecutive angles means there's one acute angle, one small angle, and one obtuse angle. That means that these consecutive angles are going to be supplementary. They're going to add up to 180 degrees. The acute angle, which is 76x minus 1, 76x minus 1, plus the obtuse angle, 105, is going to equal 180. So if I combine my like terms, I get 76x plus 104 equals 180, and then I subtract 104 from each side. And I get 76x equals 76. Well, if I divide by 76 and I divide by 76, then I get x equals 1, right? Consecutive angles, one acute plus one obtuse, always equals 180 degrees. In problem number 3 down here, we've got a couple of different things going on. We've got opposite angles. So those are both obtuse. They're both the same. So they're going to be equal each other. The 2 obtuse angles are equal and the 2 acute angles are equal. So here I can set these two things equal to each other. So -1 plus 12x equals 95. In order to get rid of that -1 to get the x by itself, I've got to add 1 to both sides. Bring down the 12x, bring down the equal sign. 95 plus 1 is 96. Divide by 12, divide by 12. 96 divided by 12 is 8. So x equals 8. Okay, we've got x equals 8. We've got x equals 7. We've got x equals 1. Now for our very last one. Here we're talking about diagonals. So remember, we need those segments. JZ is going to be a segment. So from J to Z is 13. And I know from this picture up here that these diagonals are bisected. So the 2 pieces on one diagonal are the same, and the 2 pieces on the other diagonal are the same. So if ZJ is 13, then XZ or XJ is also 13, or that whole thing is 26. And then XZ, that whole thing is 2R plus 2. So if the whole distance is 2R plus 2, then that should equal 26. So if I subtract 2 from both sides and I subtract 2, I bring the 2R down. My plus 2 and minus 2 cancel out. I bring down my equal sign. 26 minus 2 is 24. And then divide by 2 and divide by 2, and R equals 12. Okay, that's how you solve those, ladies and gentlemen. The trick is definitely to know, let me zoom out so you can see, the trick is definitely to know all of these attributes, okay? If you need to, and let me clear this off because Lord knows it looked a little crazy at that point. All of your answers are right here. So if you've got any questions, if it didn't work for you, you can move those. Well, maybe you can move those. There we go. And you've got all of your answers. Watch the video again if you need it. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next page. Rectangles.